Hello, hello. So today it's 5 weeks since my hair transplant in Istanbul, Turkey. FUE, 2,300 grafts at the front and 1,200 grafts on my crown. So 3,500 in total, 5 weeks ago today. And my last update was last week on the 4-week update. And I wasn't originally going to do another one until 8 weeks. But I did just want to have a quick look today because it's weird, even though I'm not feeling any hairs coming out like after a shower or even noticing them on the pillow. I've been kind of in my head thinking, oh yeah, I've not started the shedding phase. But then when I look at it, there's definitely hairs gone from here, It's not all gone just yet, but as you can see, it is starting to be a very noticeable difference between the new hair and the original hair that was on my head, So I had a Zoom chat on Tuesday with a guy called HairWolf. So he has a great YouTube channel, and I found him because he went to the same clinic as me. So it was the English translator Norma who told me about his channel while I was out there, and I just got in touch with him. So he's about 4.5, 5 months ahead of me. So I just messaged him and he got back in touch, and I mentioned doing a Zoom call, and then we've recorded it. So he's put it on his channel. I will include some of it here now as well. So you can see what, hopefully my results will end up looking like, because he's at month 5.5, maybe, I think. And his front of his hair looks amazing. So that's what I'm hoping for. So I asked him a few questions, and here is HairWolf.
I had 3,700 grafts, I think. And out of those, most people have, well, I say most people, I say this because I think I'm special. Most people have 1s, 2s, 3s, maybe some 4s in every graft. I was further up the spectrum, so I was 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6. So that 3,700 graft you get can turn into like 10,000 hairs, and I'm hoping there's at least 9,000 hairs on there. So yeah, it's insane.
So I obviously did the removing the scabs, and hairs did come out, but since then there's been no hairs come out. So I mean, once I'm expecting it to happen maybe this week or possibly into next week. So there's a YouTuber called Matt Dominance, and from looking at his videos, he was roughly at 5 weeks. So maybe I'm more along that. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Everyone is different,
Exactly. I mean, are you washing your hair like him? Because I'm sure that the way that he washed his hair, he kind of like really carefully, gently massage, and then he'd take his water and he'd run it off his hand, wouldn't he? Or he'd run it off the top of his head, so the water would just kind of like cascade. Now, I would say that you could actually miss your hairs falling out. That won't be the case, will it? Because
no, exactly.
We've got eagle eyes, haven't we, for those follicles?
I guess now my question though is, like, once your hair came out, the shedding, how did you cope with it? Because you were back at work. So was it something that made you self-conscious, or were you just getting on with it?
The way that you cope is that you basically make everyone's life a living hell. That's what you do. You constantly. Well, to be fair, it's my wife's. My wife was consistently being. Do you think that's going to come back? Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think that's going to happen? I did it as soon as I woke up in the morning. I did it the last thing at night. I did it throughout the day. I drove it absolutely insane because, I mean, you personally, before you had your transplant, before you even conceived of having a transplant, would you be looking at your hair thinking, oh, I need to kind of like brush it forward on it? Were you
of course, yeah.
Exactly. So if you actually, it's a big decision going to get your hair transplanted, and it's an even bigger decision going to get it done in Turkey. So if you go through all that, have your transplant, you are going to be on it like a car bonnet. You're going to be so looking at your hair all the time until you get to about month 4, and I think you just become a bit more chilled out. Because you're used to the process now. So I
mean, are you expecting yours to get thicker, or is that what you think it's done for the next few months?
See, so they say that it takes between month 9 and month 12 to get your optimal results, to get the best results you can get. I personally think that I'm there already. I really do. Or at least, if this is how my hair is going to be on the front of my head, not the back of my head, I'd be more than happy. I mean, look at it. It's good. It's so good. Inside, it's absolutely insane.
And what about your donor area then? Because what I've been experiencing over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, is I'm feeling a lot more itchy at the back of my head, and maybe it's at night because I'm sleeping on a pillow, but I don't know why it's worse now than it was, say, 2 weeks ago. So is that normal?
So, I mean, for me, I think I remember itching maybe like once or twice, I think. So I was pretty lucky on that respect. But one thing I think you could try, because when it comes to itchiness, it's your body's way of repairing, but also that includes histamine. So if you take antihistamines, I think that will really help that situation. But one thing I also used was this aloe vera gel. Now, aloe vera gel, you can get aloe vera in products, whatever, but it's quite cheap. This aloe vera gel, it's pure extract of aloe vera, and it was about £20, and it probably lasted me about a week, you know, because I used it 3 times a day. And when you put that on the back of your head, the feeling that you get, the sensation is ridiculous. It just chilled everything out. I didn't even know anything needed to be chilled out, but it cooled everything down amazingly. You leave it on to dry, and then you brush it out or you wash it out, and everything's a-okay. And I really think that's really helped supple up any bumps, because I had some bumps for quite some time on the back of my head, and every now and again I kind of like catch one and be like, oh, hello, I forgot about you. But then I think they're all gone now. I think the back's got a bit more healing to do, like generally with growth. But I think, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so use that.
I'm just looking at yours, thinking I'm looking forward to getting to that, and you're really only halfway through the 12-month stage that they say. So I'm just looking forward to it getting thicker. And no, I appreciate your time today, mate.
It's
I really
really good.
do.
You guys on Martin's page, come and see me, right? This is Martin in, like, let's say he's going to heal quite faster than me. This is Martin in 4 months. This is
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
Anyway, it's been brilliant speaking to you,
All right,
and we'll
mate,
do
cheers
this
for that.
again sometime soon, maybe.